Season 2 is officially over. It gave us lots of deaths, it gave us lots of disappointment, and now it's given us a 2-year wait. And I don't think anybody could personally give two shits about Season 3. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review the finale of The Last of Us. This one was called Convergence. We basically see Ellie's revenge story come to an end, and it sets up Season 3, which is going to give us Abby's perspective of what we've just seen play out over the course of Season 2. So, I mean, you're just getting... It's the same thing, but two different sides of the coin. To me, this is horribly written. I thought the game was done pretty shit, but at least in a game, once you've finished like 10 hours of Ellie's story, you've got 10 hours of Abby's story to play, and then you can kind of get to the conclusion. But with this, you've got 2 years to wait, and I don't think that's right.
No, it's not right. But that's it.
And then after the 2 years, you've got another 2 years to get to Season 4, which will be the conclusion. It's a mess. I can't believe they thought this was a good idea.
See if Part 2 ended, like if the game ended the way this ended, and then you had to go out and buy another game a couple of years later to get Abby's story.
As bad as the reviews for, holy fuck.
Aye, could you imagine? But that's what we're stuck with here. And know what the thing is, right? You thought the viewership drop off this season was bad and things like that. See, going into Season 3, if we get a block of like 6-7 episodes with just Abby and Manny and I don't even know what their names are. What's his? What
yeah, but you know
Isaac,
what?
It's not going to work. People don't care.
But are people going to care much less about them than they do the likes of these characters that we're getting, you know, at this point?
I get that, but I mean, I think we'd be lying to say that people care.
No, but I mean, Bella Ramsey's pretty much fucking hated. People say she ruins the show. People might enjoy Season 3 more. The fact that she will play a very limited role in it.
I get that, right? But see, going into Season 2, you're looking forward to seeing Joel. You're looking forward to seeing, Jackson. Jesse! We're looking forward to seeing a bit more of Tommy, guys like that. Hell, there'll be some people out there looking forward to seeing Ellie, even though I'm not, right? But see you never watched the games. There's going to be some people that have never watched the games, like, I have to wait 2 years, and we're going to bounce straight back with, into that scene with Abby, Tommy, and Ellie. That's going to be some good shit. They wait 2 years. Wait, why have we took 7 episodes here to get back to that scene? Some people are going to have that. I know for a fact there's people like that.
It's just the story just doesn't really work. Season 1's about protecting someone and getting them from point A to point B because they can create a cure to save mankind. Season 2 is pretty much just someone being a moody teenager who then goes out on revenge. It's not
cutting the mustard for me. It's not, and it's shit. And normality, if you're watching a show that's good, you'd be raging about a 2-year break. I'm fucking glad I don't need to watch this for 2 years.
No, just like, as much as we shite on The Walking Dead, it's like, could you imagine if they just dedicated like a full season to Sasha trying to get revenge for Abraham?
It'd be crap. No, but like, what is the purpose, right?
That's pretty much all it is. It's someone on a revenge tour.
I know that's what the game did, right? And they gave Abby her 10 hours, right? But just take the general fear. Why is the generic viewer supposed to give a shit about Abby? Why are they dedicating a full season to Abby? See, why? Well, what is the actual purpose? We're dedicating a full season of Abby just to get us back to the point where Season 2 ended. That's crap. I mean, who's honestly sitting at the edge of their seat? Oh, I love that Manny guy. Oh, I love that pregnant woman that Ellie killed by accident with the other guy standing there. Oh, see that woman that Ellie chased through the spores? She's phenomenal. I cannot wait for Season 3 to flesh characters that are dead a wee bit.
Yeah, season 3 will probably flesh all those characters out, but they're already dead, so it's like, I mean, who cares? Yep. Plus, at the end of the day, they're the villains. They killed Joel. We don't give a shit. I mean, you could argue in any sort of TV series, movie, like, maybe someone's got their own reason for killing somebody, but if the main character gets killed, you don't really care about the other group's reason for doing it. As far as we're concerned, they're the antagonist. And
one of the worst aspects about that second game sounds to be like the 10-hour bit is Abby. Who wants to play as the person that killed Joel? So don't know why they're replicating that into the TV show. But the good news
someone did eject their disc and snap it. when they realised they had to play as Abby.
And theoretically, people will snap their HBO subscription, shit like that. But it did say at the end, Seattle day one. So maybe we're only going to get 2 days in season 3 dedicated to this storyline. They might change it. You never know. I honestly.
How? There's 3 days. So if it's day 1, that's 1 of 3.
So 1 day and then 2 extra days. I don't see how that's going to stretch across the season, do you?
I'm sure they'll do flashbacks.
Part of me would be flabbergasted if they dedicate a full season to Abby and the Job Squad.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did flashbacks in the game where you get to play with her and her father before Joel killed her and shit like that.
I hope they don't. I really hope they don't.
I don't really care. Either way, so... right, we start... Jesse's removing... there's this bow stuck in Dina's leg. He's removing it. He tries to give her alcohol. She doesn't want alcohol, and Jesse thinks that's weird because she's never refused it. Later, him and Ellie go and try to meet up with Tommy. He basically says that Ellie has been told stuff by Dina that he should know, and he breaks it down and figures out that she's pregnant. Ellie's like, no, she's not, and then she's like, oh shit, how did you know? And she went, oh, it was a guess, and it's like the dialogue's just so bad, man. It's
like a retard trying to comprehend the English language with Bella Ramsey.
Honestly, man, it's people pretend like she just looks retarded.
She is retarded,
but she's a great actress or something. She's a shite actress, man. Oh, the acting is so bad. The dialogue in this show is fucking god awful. I don't know.
See this Jesse guy? He's just so monotone.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any feeling. He talks about here. I love Dina, but not like you do. There was this girl, she went. Remember that group that went to Mexico? I bought a couple of her paintings. Well, I couldn't go because I know Jackson needed me. Fucking falling asleep here, Jesse.
Yeah, his point is Jackson needed him. He didn't leave, and Ellie doesn't put Jackson first. Basically,
where's the fire for Jesse? Where's the? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, basically, he kind of just bitches at Ellie for a lot of the episodes, saying that you're selfish and that you don't put the community first. You don't put Jackson first. All you care about is yourself. There's one scene where she tries to save a seraphite and Jesse tells her not to.
Absolute correct decision here for Jesse.
Outgunned 62. It's like, why would you get into... And Jesse said these people are fighting wars among each other. That's what they do. It's not their war.
And they need the bullets.
But Ellie thinks that Jesse's bad for this. She then confronts him later and going, you think you're so good, yet you wouldn't save that young boy. And then she mentions she only needed 3 more photos and the whole community could have came. The whole Jackson could have came on this revenge tour. Jesse reveals he FIFO'd it no. That seems to piss Ellie off. They find out they know where Tommy is, but then she recognises there's a wheel, and Nora was talking about the wheel, and that's where Abby is. So Jesse's like, we need to go to get Tommy. Ellie's like, nah, Tommy can handle them on his own. Tommy's at this moment like pinned down. There's backup being called on him, and Jesse thinks they need to go and help him, but Ellie's like, nah, fuck Tommy, I'm going to go and get revenge here. So they go their separate ways. Ellie gets washed up onto the Seraphite Island or whatnot, gets captured by a bunch of Seraphites. They tie her up, hoist her up into the air. Of course, the one calling the shots is another woman. It's just like... everybody in this show that's a leader seems to be a woman. And they're going to kill her, but then there's like explosions going off in the background. And they just decide to leave her and go, and it's like, see if these people are like crazy and they're willing to just gut you for no fucking reason. It would take 2 seconds for them to kill you or slice you before going and fighting in this, the war that they want to get blown up in. So it's just so convenient that, there was an explosion and they just let Ellie go.
What was the fucking point of this scene though?
And then she just jumps on a boat and leaves. Off. It was like
just 5 minutes of shite.
Just so fucking unnecessary. Apparently this wasn't in the... I don't know why this would be in the TV series. Just a waste of time. We have Isaac. He's sitting there talking to Park. Elise Park, by the way, she's played by someone called Hettenine Park. So they actually got a Park to play a Park, but they can't get a white person to play anybody fucking white,
Can't do that.
how accurate and detailed did they get this like additions that they've actually got an Asian person called Park to play an Asian character called Park, but we can't get like a white person to play Tommy's wife. We can't even get a white person to play Tommy, for God's sake. You know, the only white people in this show are the bad people, the homophobes and the cannibals that like underage kids. That's the only white people you get in here. Anyway, let's move on. Isaac tells Park that, you know, we need Abby. He says, and she's like, well, Abby's out there, she's missing. So's Mel, so's Owen, so's somebody else, Nora. And then he says, I don't care about them. We've got hundreds of Mels, we've got hundreds of Owens, we've only got one Abby. Park then asks, like, what's your fascination with Abby? Why are you putting Abby over so much? She says, are you just another older man or something? That I don't know what she was going for. An older man trying to get me that felt like a forced line. Didn't understand that.
Yeah, it's about at this point they're like, oh, why didn't we make Isaac white?
And then he says no, but she's like a true warrior. Even though we've seen nothing to suggest this, why is she a true warrior? Because she's female, and everyone who's competent and able to fucking fight and lead needs to be a woman in this show. I just didn't understand the whole Abby thing. Oh, but you'll see in season 3 why you think she's a leader. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
look at the state of her, man, when she was tracking Joel. You know what I mean? It's just it was like amateur hour.
Yeah, she needed saved, didn't she, by well, not the white man, but she needed it saved by Joe Miller. Isaac says to Park, where it doesn't matter, me and you are going to be dead by tomorrow. I don't get it. Like, the Wolves seem to be massive in terms of numbers and have a lot more, like, equipment and firepower and ammunition and armor and shit. They seem to have everything.
Resources, everything.
Everything they've got seems the Seraphites just seem to be some guys with shaved heads running about with sickles.
Yeah, why is he so adamant that they're not going to make it to the Mara?
And look how many went over.
Yeah.
So they go to the island where Ellie was and then escaped. They go there and I guess they start the fight with it. And I mean, just who gives a shit? I mean, honestly, who gives a fuck about these two factions fighting that we just don't really care for or know about or anything?
Were these in the game heavily?
I think it was like a minor thing. Then
I think they're just in it though because they've got like zero fucking faith.
Yeah, I think this is why I flesh out some.
And like Ellie and Abby to carry this out.
Jesse throughout the entire episode was basically just saying how he needs to stay alive. He's not going to die. He's not going to die for a war that's not his. He needs to stay alive. We then get Ellie. She gets to the aquarium where she thinks Abby is. Abby's not there, but Owen and Mel are there. She wants them to point in the map and a better match. But before they can point, Owen says, I let you live. And then Ellie wants them to point on the map. She says that I'll let you both live if you just tell me where Abby is. Owen tells Mel not to do it. Owen says she's going to kill us anyway. And Ellie says to Owen, no, I'm not. I'm not like you. Again, dialogue fucking awful. Like, Owen was the one that prevented everyone. He was the one that basically kept Ellie alive.
Yeah.
And he just pointed that out when she first arrived here.
So it doesn't make any sense.
But then, like, a minute later, she's saying, I'm not like you.
Don't make any sense, pal.
But that doesn't make any sense because Owen allowed you to live. So, she's responding as if Owen tried to kill her. I don't get it.
Evil bastard that, wanted to kill her.
Maybe because he's white, I don't know. He then tries to grab the gun and Ellie shoots him and, I don't know, somehow fires off 2 bullets and he seems to get shot in the throat and die directly or whatnot, or die pretty much, quickly. And the other bullet, like, skims the neck of Mel and she falls and she wants Ellie to give her a C-section and Ellie doesn't know how to do it, and then Mel kind of just like loses consciousness and dies. This scene was fucking shite compared to the game.
I'm just glad Ellie didn't go through it. It would have been a mess.
Just a shite scene, and I don't know why it was done. Just to try and, I mean, I guess they did it like it was accidental, and it's like they wanted Ellie to feel like guilt or remorse or something like that. But just another shite scene. Then Tommy and Jesse arrived. Tommy this season, by the way, what's he done? just been off screen basically the entire season, or at least ever since episode 3. Tommy's been an off-screen character.
I know.
I mean, what the fuck has Tommy done? Like, seriously? Are we going to see more of Tommy in season 3 from Abby's perspective?
Yeah,
probably,
but see the fucking see the gimmick where she ends up on the Seraphite Island. Could we not have seen Jesse like help Tommy? Oh, they're pinned down. They've got a sniper. That sounds a bit fucking interesting, by the way. Doesn't it?
Yeah, they then go back to the rendezvous point. Tommy's getting ready to pack up. Ellie reveals the truth about why they killed Joel, and this seems to make Dina not want revenge anymore, so she must think that Joel deserves to die because he saved Ellie 5 years ago. So she just wants to go back. Then we hear Tommy like screaming. There's like, scuffling or whatnot. Ellie and Jesse then grab their guns, run through the door. Jesse gets just shot dead, blank, boom. Then Abby's got Tommy at gunpoint. She's holding the gun at Ellie, saying, "We let you live, and you wasted it." And Ellie says, "It wasn't him. I'm the one that killed all your friends. I'm the one that you want. Joel killed your dad to save me, and I killed your friends." And then screen goes to fade to black, and we hear a gunshot, and we just skip to a flashback of Abby getting woke up by Manny. We see their perspective, their camp, and it says Seattle Day 1, so I guess this is where Season 3 will begin, 3 days prior to the events of these two meeting.
It's just it's nowhere near good enough. It's nowhere near big enough to warrant a 2-year wait. Yeah, maybe they might not wait 2 years. I don't know, but based off the gap between 1 and 2, that looks like you're going to have to do. But again, it's like you're right. Dina seems pissed off at Ellie here, but pissed off at Ellie. That's prior to Jesse's death. So Jesse's died, the father of the baby. So is she going to hold any resentment towards Ellie after this all goes down?
Nah, it's actually a better thing because it just means Ellie can take Jesse's place.
At the picture.
Anyway, I know you bashed Jesse. I think Jesse's one of the better characters in this show.
Yeah, he's very monotone, man. Here, see this episode, he carried himself well, he's like, 2 mile radius. He looks like a proper soldier, he looks like a proper fucking man.
He was going to be the next Maria, but now he's dead, so...
Why would he want to be the next Maria when he can be the first Jesse?
Yep, well, Jesse's gone. It's time to rate this episode. I thought it was pretty fucking shite. I'll get a 4 out of 10. It wasn't great.
I'll give a 5 out of 10. Just not good enough for a season finale, man. You look at this entire season, it's just not been good enough across the fucking board.
No, it's no. But look, there'll be Fallout. We'll react, and we'll make some more feds. We'll maybe do a review of season 2 in general. Do some reactions, shit like that. Ratings, see what the Fallout is, see what the viewership is. But yeah, it's crazy that you're going to have to wait until 2027 to see season 3.
But no, what's going to happen?
And then by the end of season 3, we should be caught up to what actually happened, and then you're going to have to wait another 2 years to get season 4.
But see, actors age, don't they? You know what I mean? Like, some people are going to look ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 4 years.
For me, this season should have just been longer. This should have been like a 14-episode season, and this could have been the mid-season finale, and then you could add like a 2-month break.
Yep.
And then the second half of the season could have been the perspective of, Abby. It's like The Walking Dead season 3. How shit would it have been if season 3 was purely just the prison, and they didn't show you any Woodbury, and then season 4 was the Woodbury side of it?
No.
You could have definitely... I don't see why they couldn't have interlooped these.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't we have... I just don't see why we couldn't have... I don't understand it.
Like, day 1 can be both day 1s.
Yeah.
Day 2 can be both day 2s.
Yeah, cut between the communities, cut between the different characters.
You factor in, you've got the Joel flashback in between it. It's a fucking shit show. And see when the season 3 trailer comes out, right, in like December 2026, people are going to be like, what the fuck? It's just Abby. It's just Abby. And by the way, right, are people even going to remember like Manny's name, Mel's name, like the casuals of the show, the people who don't have a fucking clue about the game? They probably won't remember Abby's name.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's a 4.5 out of 10. Let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.